And let's build the front door because it's really important. This way we can actually enter this haunted house, right? So you start on this corner of the little tower we built, and we go all the way until here, and from here we go 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. And then all you have to do is just rejoin and fill this whole thing with wood or slabs if you want to spare some wood. And what you do is basically just build this thing until we rejoin this corner. Once again, fill in this whole thing. And then we go until here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like this. Actually, all the way until here. And then from here we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all we have to do is basically just start at this corner right here to leave that little bit of gap right here and rejoin this row like this. Right? Looks really good. Now we can actually fill this all in. And then really easy, we take some dark oak wooden fences. We go just like that all around. And right here we should remove 3 blocks. I think, let me measure it. That's 2. Remove this block right here. This one. We go like this for the door. And then just one more above to make like a grand door. Something like this, right? And then right here, yes, that's a good measurement. You remove those blocks, put stairs instead. And then you just continue with those fences. And you go all around until you rejoin right here. So we should have this front thing finished. And all you have to do is build a fence 1, 2 up like this on those 2. And on every corner you do the same. So we have a corner right here. We have a corner right here. A corner right there. And one right here. And then really easy after this, all you have to do is just build these stairs and go all the way around like so. So you just follow the fences like this until it rejoins like that all around. Until this very moment here. And then once that is done, all you have to do is go 1 up and just fill in this whole thing with some slabs so that it's all covered up. Nice. And then we have our front thing, which looks really symmetrical and good looking now, but I will show you later on what kind of tricks we can use to make it look like a bit more scrappy, but that will be in the end, and it will only be optional if you want to. So just take those planks, remove them. I need to clear the weather once again. This is the worst, actually. Then you put a door right there, or I mean right here, and then all you have to do is, I don't know if you can see it actually, but you have to put down some trapdoors all the way into here. One here. One more here. And then all you have to do is... Oh, come on. Really? It doesn't work like this? Alright, so you have to do it like that. And then just close them all in. And this way... we have like a grand entrance, as you can see. Then coming to the window, because obviously we want to see stuff when we're inside, just go 1 above those 2, so we have like a 1 gap and then 2 gap on the sides, so that leaves you 3 blocks in the middle, right? Now you remove 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 blocks. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Then you just do exactly the same right here. Then you replace it with some stairs right here. Actually remove one more block like that. 5. Then once again we do exactly the same. But we start one gap in between right here. Put down the stairs. Like so. And then we move 1, 2, 3 blocks once again. So like the same pattern as this one. But instead of 5 above we go 4. So it's 3 and 4. Just like this. Once that is done, all you can do is just put down some more stairs like this on the corners to leave a little window, right? Then we do exactly the same right here. So 2 gap right here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Put down the stairs once again, and then we go 5 up once again, like this. Put these stairs, and we good to go. So that leaves like the little windows. So you can already see a big difference in results because windows do a lot into buildings, as you can see. Put down some torches for you to see what I'm doing because it's really dark, especially in swamps biomes. I don't know why I built it on this place in the first case. I hope you can see it. But what I'm doing right now is just putting the terracotta all around. You can use a different block, maybe some wood for the inside, which would be, I think, a bit better for the interior. If I were you, I would keep like some dark wood stuff like this, because dark color looks creepy in my opinion. But you can use something different, maybe some spruce wood or something lighter to make it better from the inside, because if you walk around it's all dark all the time. I mean, if you want to live there, it's gonna be a pain, right? But what you do basically is just cover up those corners all around the window to be able to put down those glass panes. You could do that right there, but I want to have that little bit of depth feeling inside of this building. And right here. And we do exactly the same on this part as well. So now it's kind of looking bland, right? So what we need to do is add a bit of detail to make it look less bland, right? So what we're gonna do now is put a full block here. Go like this, do the same with the slabs, a full block, and then go with the stairs, facing them this way. And then basically what you do is one full more block made of slabs right there. Let it hang over like this. Then one stair like that, one stair like this, and once again one full block made of slabs, just to rejoin this wall right there. Then we do exactly the same here. So full block, one like this, and then what we do is the same we did. Stair facing this way, but this way like mirrored. We actually remove the blocks right here, so starting from this block, 3 blocks here. Already did that. Sorry about that. And then we put a whole row of slabs, one more on top, then the stair, slab, take the paints, and there we go. One window on this side made. Then we do right here 1 block, remove 3 blocks, 1 stair placed this way, and 2 blocks to make that little window right here. And on this part we'll do exactly the same. So we actually remove this right here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then what we did right there is 1 stair on each side like that, a full row, boom, this, and some stairs, and we have those 2 windows finished up. On this part we can do exactly the same as this window right here. So you go on this one, 1, 2, then you go 1 above, and you remove the 3 blocks in. So you should have a gap of 2 right there, right? Then we do the stairs like we did before, and then we remove 1, 2, 3, and 4 and clear the weather once again. It's gonna be a meme, this video, because this weather is like the worst. It comes literally every single minute. So right there, what we will do differently is just put the glass panes straight away like this, because otherwise you won't have enough room on the inside to build stuff. And then what we'll do basically is put down one stair right here facing this way, one facing this way, and we do something like this. Take these slabs, make a full row, can speak once again, and then one on top and one like this to make an interesting shape, something I really like. And then what we can do right here, we can play around a bit with let's say the shape of the thing. So we can do something like this and one more like that, and then we can just close it in like this, something like this, right? Or we could put more stairs, one like this. So we have like an interesting shape of the window. How you do that is all up to you. You can even like remove this one and leave this open to add a little bit more depth. But it looks like it's something with some wings, and it's something I really like about this manor, is that it looks a bit old maybe, and if you really want to add a bit more detail, you can even add like a fence or something like this, so that it looks like it's supported. So since we have a lot of windows on all the sides of the building and in front of the building, I felt like that this part would be a bit too much if we added too many windows. So I was like, you know what we miss? Maybe some balconies. That's something we will build a lot in this part, but first we'll do exactly the same. So one above those two, and then 3 gap in between, and those two, you know, on the side, do 2, so that you know it's centered. And then all you have to do is basically just put down these stairs once again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like we did before. And then once again, stair right here, and then what we have right here is that I once again covered up the whole thing, because obviously we need to put down the glass panes like we did before, right there. Let's do that real quick. So this will be the only window at this part of the house, which, to be fair, is good enough, right? So what we do now is basically the same as we did before, some sort of angel wings, something like this, but this time we'll make it a bit smaller. So 1 row and 1 down like this, so it will look like something like this. And then right here, take stairs, and we go like this once again, like this, and then we can go once again 1 row and something like this. Then at this part we count 1, 2, just below we have this little balcony thingy. So what we'll do now is put down a stair here, full block on top of it, 1 more stair, and basically all you have to do now is just cover this all up with some slabs. Then you can take the oak fences, and this way we have that really little balcony which you can stand on and look from really above. So you'll have a really good sight of the environment, which will be something amazing to this building, I guess. And then all you have to do after this, it depends on what you want to do, but I usually like to use stairs, but you can also use some slabs. Just put it like this and like this, so you have like a little door entrance. And of course we shouldn't forget about this one, so let me remove this fence real quick. Slab, and slam the door in there. Yeah, if I can get out, let me out, and clear the weather once again. You could even like leave this open so that you have like an easy access to maybe a pond that is down below. But so many ideas, guys, that you can actually implement into this building. But that is not all. And why is this? Oh yeah, of course. Right, and then once that is done, you can even remove this, for example, put down a stair right there, then go like this, and then go one stair like that, full block, and stair. So we have like stair, 3 slabs in between, stair like this, and boom. And then you can finish it up like this. Add once more fences like this, and of course slam the door once again inside of here. Then I will go down from this part because it will be a pain if I do the same. And as you can see, we have already 2 balconies, which is really good. And then we can do exactly the same, but like to show you the other way to build something above the door, which I like myself as well, is something like this. But I feel like it's too straight, right? So usually I prefer to build those stairs like this. I'm working my way. Really hard to navigate through this, so let me do that real quick like that. Nope, still not. There we go. Alright. And then basically up like that. And then we have the big part, which is something that I'm thinking about could be really fun to do. Is basically I will freestyle this. 4, so count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there's not really a way to do this. I kind of want this to be a bit scrappy, you know. So build those 4 up like this, and then all you have to do is go 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then you build 1 more here, and maybe just to finish it all up, 1 more here. So we go 4 up as well. Maybe this one actually 1 more. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, where you put down those logs, because I like it to be a bit more scrappy, a bit more, you know, that it's not really symmetrical at all. Then what you do is build literally stairs like this on those, so on the corners. There we go. Like this one as well, and then all you have to do is just rejoin everything with some slabs. So we go around the corners, those as well, and we rejoin every single pillar to one to another. Then you can go like this, like this, with 1 more slab here, and then just go all the way across until right here, so that everything is actually rejoined, right? And then all you have to do is just fill this in with some slabs. And once that is done, I'll make this a bit round actually. You can take the fences like this, and once again just go all around, so that you have a big balcony where you can put some spooky stuff on top of it, which is something I'm not going to do in that video, because obviously I just want to show you the building itself. But as you can see, this part looks way more obscure and stuff. So if it's like a backyard, and let's say there is a swamp right here, and you just come with your boat, you see this, you just only see 1 window and those crappy wooden things and stuff like that. I feel like it gives a bit more creepy feeling than if you would have put it only windows everywhere. But obviously at this side it's great looking as well. But now that we are here, it's not all done, guys, because it's way too straight. It's too bland. There's not enough, in my opinion. So what you could do, and I will show you now some details that you could add to the building, but this is optional because the building itself now is done. But as you can see, the building there looks a bit better. I'll show you some different details around it as well, but for the building itself, you can sometimes just take your dark oak wooden planks and your stairs, and you can literally remove corners, just a free will. So literally right now I'm just freestyling like this, and you can also add some chunks of wood here and there, so that we add that feeling that this building is really old, right? So this is one kind of detail you can do. There's not really a way to do this, but you can place the stairs like this, also like this, so facing inwards, so that this way you can get like a big chunk taken out. But you can even like do the reverse technique, and you can have a big chunk moved out of the building. So it's something I will do to the whole building and show you after what the result is, right? So I will just speed this up and just take some scaffolding, go around and do stuff like this. But really guys, it's not that hard at all. You can literally do this, just don't overdo the planks. So for example, this is enough for this part of the building, right? So what you can do is just maybe remove a chunk right here, and maybe a chunk here, and add wood and actually rejoin this part. You see? So just do that all around the building, all the way up and down there, and I'll catch you up later. Also, a detail that you could add is taking some gray wool and remove some of those parts of the building on the roof, for example, and just put down some of the gray wool as well and remove the weather once again. Ah, it's a pain. And as you can see, like with the details we added before and the gray wool, it already adds a lot of difference to the building. It makes it look way weathered and more weathered and old, you know. So this is something you can do to make your building look way better, because as you can see, just one color is just too clean. It just doesn't work sometimes if you want to build something that looks more old and stuff like that. So yeah, this is like a way to do it. But also if you're alright with what you had before, that's great. But I feel like the spooky house needs to be a bit weathered and broken down as well. But this is not all. As you can see, this is too bland as well. So what you can also do right here, I'll show you even more details, is for example, just adding a slab right here and maybe a stair facing this way, so that we have like the bit of difference right here. So we can do that on more parts. We can even like remove this and actually add just two slabs like this, and maybe even like a full block there, so that it doesn't look all symmetrical everywhere. But for the corners, usually I don't do that, but you can do something like this, for example, full block there. And then once that is done, you can even add more slabs, just put it down randomly to add even more depth to the building. So this way, I will show you like in a moment, just by putting down some random slabs like that. This maybe, and then this one all this way over here. Then we can even do something like this. You will see that un momento. Oh, even this is good. You can see that this front looks even more scrappier, as you can see, because you can see that some parts are maybe a bit broken down. And this is something you can play around with, right? You can even remove those two. Maybe do something like this, remove this one. And then we have a scrappy looking roof, which is really good. And you could even like the same on this floor right here. You remove this and you just add some broken spots. Like something like this, maybe turn around a bit, so you add a little L shape. So to make it look like it's all a bit broken down. And then for some final details after this, we can take some trapdoors, like the dark oak trapdoors, because it's something that's been recently added to Minecraft. And we could do something like this, but sometimes just leave a gap and maybe even put down a stair like this so that it looks even more broken down. So just don't overdo it. Just sometimes do maybe one in between, maybe one right here, and do something like this. And you can even like add maybe a piece of wood right here around the corner to just play around a bit. For example, just like this, so that it looks like it's not that stable as it might look like, right? And then we have it, our all finished house. And once again, you can add more things like a dead tree. I'm not gonna show you how to do it right here, because there's plenty of tutorials showing you how, but you can add some cobwebs, stuff like this. And you can even add a pot maybe somewhere on the front of this part, just randomly placed like this maybe, and then take a dead bush and then just randomly put a dead bush. And maybe even if you really want to take it further, maybe just like a skeleton head just hidden like on the corner right here. No, just adding that spook. And you can even add the cobwebs. Oh, now that the weather is actually like this, you can actually see how good it looks for this thing. You can even add water all around. Those are maybe some details. You can add a fence made out of mossy cobblestone, maybe a little creepy entrance. You can add a lot of tall grass. So this is really easy. If you really want to make it look like it's overgrown, you can go around and put some dead bushes around. As you can see, the water is not really looking good because it's in the swamp, so it's looking good for this building. But you can do a lot of things. So as you can see, adding a big giant dead tree, maybe some spruce leaves around, you can really, because it's really important actually to get the nature around correctly, because that's how you make your building actually stand out. And once again, those things, those spruce fences and stuff like that with the leaves, they don't need to be perfect. So you can even put it all around randomly, because this house doesn't need to be perfect at all, because it's overgrown, really old. So those are just like some small ideas. You can take the cobwebs, but I feel like they're a bit too bright to actually put down on your house. You can even add like a little farming area that is maybe a bit dead, you know, so randomly placed stuff, a bit of water, and then here one spot with some wheat, one spot here with some carrots. So it looks really messy, and that's how you actually make this building stand out and look really good. So guys, if you like this video, don't forget to leave that like, comment, and subscribe, obviously, because man, oh man, oh man, was it fun to build this building, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. But those are just some small ideas, and hopefully you can get something out of it. So yeah, enjoy your house, and happy Halloween in front if you're actually watching this on Halloween. So yeah, goodbye. Thanks for watching once again.